Good morning. I am Dr. Gladys Ayala, the Vice Dean here at New York University, Long Island School of Medicine, and it is my pleasure to serve as the Master of Ceremony for this, our second White Coat ceremony. Dr. Andrew Hamilton, President of New York University, Dr. Grossman, President and CEO of NYU Langone Health System, Dr. Joseph Greco, Senior Vice President and Chief Hospital Operations at NYU Winthrop Hospital, Dr. Stephen Sheloff, Founding Dean for the NYU Long Island School of Medicine, esteemed departmental chairs, deans and faculty, families and friends, and certainly the class of 2023. On behalf of all of us here at the Long Island School of Medicine, I am pleased to welcome you all to this momentous occasion, the occasion that marks the official entrance into the medical profession taken by our medical students, as they will soon don their white coats and take an oath to abide by a certain code of conduct and behavior. To the class of 2023, your undergraduate and graduate academic achievements, dedication, and desire to make the world a better place through the practice of medicine has brought you here to us at NYU Long Island School of Medicine on this journey of becoming a physician. Today is a major first step along that journey. You will not only be assuming the mantle of the white coat, but will be pledging a medical student oath in the spirit of the Hippocratic Oath in a statement that reflects your intent to abide by the ethical and professional behavior that applies to our profession, but specifically for the educational phase of your professional development. On behalf of all of us here at Long Island School of Medicine, allow me to wish you all the very best for your success in medical school in the next 3 years ahead. Congratulations. I'm now pleased to introduce the Senior Vice President and Chief Hospital Operations at NYU Winthrop Hospital, who will deliver his welcome remarks. Dr. Joseph Greco oversees the strategic direction and daily operations of the Long Island flagship hospital for the NYU Langone Health Hospital System, as well as directing the delivery of excellence in clinical care and patient safety. Dr. Greco assumed the hospital's leadership in late 2019 and was almost immediately thrust into the COVID-19 pandemic, skillfully guiding the hospital through one of the most challenging periods in its 124-year history. He brings to bear nearly 30 years of clinical experience to hospital leadership, having previously served as its chief medical officer. Prior to his tenure as chief medical officer, Dr. Greco served as NYU Winthrop's chairman of anesthesiology for more than a decade, and his experience also includes serving as NYU Winthrop's chief patient safety officer, and as such, was a driving force in bringing quality and patient safety initiatives to the hospital long before they became standards in the medical community. Dr. Greco, the podium is yours.
Thank you, Dr. Allen, and welcome everybody. I hope there's smiles under those masks. It's so hard to see, but I think I'm sure they are. On behalf of NYU Winthrop Hospital and NYU Langone Health, it is my pleasure to welcome Andrew Hamilton, the president of New York University, Robert Grossman, the dean of the Robert I. Grossman School of Medicine and the CEO of NYU Langone Health, the founding dean of the Long Island School of Medicine, Dr. Sheloff, our advisory board members, the esteemed faculty, students, parents, and friends to this annual white coat ceremony of the Long Island School of Medicine. We thank you for being here, those of you who are here in person, and obviously all those that are here today virtually, as we celebrate the beginning of a privileged journey for these 24 outstanding students who comprise the class of 2023. Congratulations to all of you on the accomplishments you brought here today. By your presence today, I know that each of you has excelled in education, and more importantly, passionately pursued the calling to become healers and to care for and enhance the well-being of your fellow human beings. Last year, I was fortunate to attend the inaugural White Coat ceremony with hundreds of others actually right in this room today. It was an inspiring occasion. Today, we're a smaller group, unfortunately due to COVID, and our family and friends are forced to join us virtually. Although it's going to be a very different experience, by every measure, it's going to be just as inspiring and just as memorable to each and every one of you. You arrive at a unique moment in time. The class of 2023 will be part of the first group of medical students that become future physicians in the world changed by the global pandemic. You will be leaders in helping to rethink medical education, developing new ways to communicate and care for our patients, and face the conditions that will require innovation. And I am certain, absolutely certain, that each and every one of you will embrace the agility and the resilience to meet those challenges. The class of 2023, as you prepare to embark upon this new journey, under the guidance of Dean Sheloff, Vice Dean Ayala, and the esteemed faculty, I leave you confident in the knowledge that today is the beginning of a remarkable medical educational experience and will prepare you to go on and exceed patients' expectations by providing the highest standard of healthcare and transforming health and well-being to the communities you'll serve. Congratulations to each and every one of you.
Thank you, Dr. Greco, for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us and also for your wonderful greetings. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Andrew Hamilton, the president of New York University, to offer his greetings. Dr. Hamilton is the 16th president of NYU. He previously served as the vice chancellor of Oxford University, the university's senior officer, after an academic career that took him from Princeton to the University of Pittsburgh and then to Yale, where he served as provost. A distinguished chemist and a fellow of the Royal Society, he has maintained his scholarly work that lies at the intersection of organic and biologic chemistry throughout his time in leadership, including an active research laboratory. He received his PhD from Cambridge University, his master's degree from the University of British Columbia, and his undergraduate degree from Exeter University. It gives me great pleasure to present Dr. Hamilton to give his greetings to the class of 2023. Thank you, Dr. Hamilton, for those wonderful words and greetings to our medical students. It now gives me tremendous pleasure to introduce the founding dean of the NYU Long Island School of Medicine, Dr. Stephen Sheloff, who will deliver his greetings and introduce the white coat ceremony address speaker to the class of 2023. Dr. Stephen Sheloff, a graduate of Yale University, completed his medical training at the Medical College of Wisconsin and his Master's of Administrative Medicine at the University of Wisconsin in 1996. Dr. Sheloff has had an illustrious academic career. He has served as pediatric program director, vice chairman and professor of pediatrics at the Albert Einstein College of Medicine, also chairman of pediatrics and vice president of Maimonides Infants and Children's Hospital of Brooklyn, and chair and vice president of the Lutheran Medical Center. Over the course of his tenure as chair, he developed the 3-hospital system of Maimonides, Lutheran, and Coney Island Hospital as a truly integrated children's hospital serving over 700,000 children, achieving recognition by the National Association of Children's Hospitals. Dr. Sheloff is the author of over 100 articles, 15 books, including editor-in-chief of the American Academy of Pediatrics, Caring for Your Baby and Young Child, Birth to 5. He has been a visiting professor nationally and internationally and has received numerous awards for his educational achievements. In addition, he was a pediatrician for the NBC show, The Today Show, from 1984 to 1988, and continues as a frequent expert on a number of television and radio shows nationwide. In August 2012, Dr. Sheloff was appointed as Associate Dean for Undergraduate Education here at Winthrop Hospital, overseeing the medical education for medical students completing their 3rd and 4th years of clinical training as part of Stony Brook's Winthrop Clinical Campus. In 2017, Dr. Sheloff assumed a new role as the founding dean for the proposed new medical school to be known as the NYU Long Island School of Medicine. Dr. Sheloff has been and is a mentor to many students and faculty, and his leadership in establishing this new medical school has been notable for his compassion, dedication, and vision to make this an extraordinary and innovative medical school that will generate primary care physicians for the years to come. I'm pleased to present Dean Sheloff to address the class of 2023.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ayala, and welcome once again. It's a pleasure to have you here and to be part of this important ceremony, an important day for all of you. So dear colleagues and faculty and leadership and families and donors and most to the class of 2023, our second class to enter this beloved new medical school, the NYU Long Island School of Medicine. These welcome comments are simply to set the frame for all those attending in these novel Zoom-oriented world of ours. We are pleased you could all be here safe, distanced, and masked in order to enjoy the excitement and anticipation of what this day really means for all of you. For as we as our faculty and your faculty and leadership, this means a significant amount to us as well as to you. We are so pleased to see you, the class. For as important as your colleagues in the class 1 year ahead of you were for each other, for us and each other, the amazing charter class for us, you now represent the next link in the chain of success. And building what we have achieved this past year is pretty amazing. For indeed, with all of its challenges, culminating in this past 4 months of COVID as a pandemic, we have succeeded in many things. We have seen the quality education of 24 wonderful students through a rigorous curriculum and have seen superb month-to-month efforts by our faculty, course directors, and vice dean, associate deans, and assistant deans in an exemplary fashion to have an exemplary year in all domains, from curriculum, problem-based learning group discussions, lectures and seminars, questions and answer sessions, exam reviews, learning communities, CAPE sessions with preceptors, practice of medicine, sessions at the bedside, and a simulation center, and an integrated curriculum across the board. Those threads have been enormously important for us, and we are enormously pleased with the progress that we've been able to curve so far. We are most fortunate to have had these successes and owe a great tribute and gratitude to the faculty and leadership, and especially my senior dean's leaders, Dr. Ayala, Dr. Rapkowitz, Dr. Miyawaki, Dr. Carsons, Dr. Asuncion, and Ms. Hasselman, Dean Hasselman. We have made our curriculum work and kept it on budget and on time. Thank you to Maddie Hasselman. And our Office of Medical Education has been exemplary throughout. Our coaching and support and guidance systems have also been on target and appreciated by our students. Dr. Barbari and the superb Office of Students has been exemplary in their relationship with the coaches and advisors, and that will continue and become even more robust as the second-year class moves to their third year and into their clinical experiences in order to prepare themselves for their graduate, postgraduate education in their primary care residencies of their choice. And they will be ready. So the groundwork has been created for you, the class of 23, to share in their success. As we begin the first year curriculum once again, we have actually worked through some of the rough spots, engaged in quality improvement, approach to make the offerings even more relevant and easier to learn. Some are in person and some remote. You're all quite fortunate that the charter class has actually broken the ice on those efforts as well, and you are the beneficiaries of that ice that's been broken. Remote technology is not always so easy, but I think you will find that all of the pathways that have been established worked. And if not, we have backups. Thank you to Clily Castiglia and her incredible group of wonderful people who do wonders with their IDIC. So we are ready for you and eager to have you be our next set of partners in learning. This is a bi-directional process, which was the message I gave the charter class, and they proved me correct. But they have also shown me a joy and a zeal of learning with the faculty, and I know you will do the same. I actually know each of them by name and by face and even by birthday. I do pride myself in making sure that people get birthday announcements when it occurs, and I expect to have the same with you. Relationship with you are important because this experience that you will be engaged in on your way to becoming a physician is a personal journey, and one that is personal for us and personal for me. As you will see that we care about each of you as people. And the more you know that, the more your experience here will be meaningful and mentor-mentee driven. It will also be fun many a times, and you want to be sure you have that along the way, but always with a sense of accomplishment and progress and hopefully gratification. Once again, we welcome all of you with open arms virtually. That is, each of you come from fascinating backgrounds and different backgrounds and heritages, the best of what is great about this country, and your own mix with your heritage and upbringing. We are blessed to have you here and believe you are blessed to have us as well. So please be careful and safe. Stay energized as you are now. Get engaged in your upcoming classes and partnerships with your new colleagues in front of you and faculty. And let's be sure you never lose sight that becoming a physician is a gift, an amazing set of opportunities, and as you thrive, you will certainly become important additions to our physician primary care workforce. We need you, and you will be the gifts to the next generation. We will stay close in spite of the social distancing and masking, but this will hopefully end during your time here in medical school, and we shall be forever better for it as a result. Thank you for your confidence in us. I assure you it is well placed, and we have similar confidence in you. Thank you very, very much. All right, thank you very much, and thanks for your thoughts. How are we going to do with this? All right, okay. You need to take this microphone? Deal. You can take it anytime. I'm very loud here. Okay. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Robert Grossman, our keynote speaker, who will deliver the white coat ceremony address. Since 2007, Robert I. Grossman has been the Chief Executive Officer of NYU Langone Health and the Dean of the NYU School of Medicine, which was renamed in his honor by Ken Langone and the Board of Trustees in 2019 as NYU Robert I. Grossman School of Medicine. Very well deserved. In this role, he oversees more than 40,000 faculty and staff members across 6 inpatient locations and over 330 sites throughout the New York region and Florida. Most recently, NYU Langone completed a full asset merger with Winthrop University Hospital, as it was called, now known as NYU Winthrop Hospital, one of Long Island's top medical centers. Also part of NYU Langone and Perlmutter Cancer Center, a National Cancer Institute designated comprehensive cancer center, and NYU School of Medicine, which since 1841 has trained thousands of physicians and scientists who have helped shape the course of medical history. We are privileged to be partners with Dr. Grossman and his wonderful school. As Dean of NYU Robert I. Grossman School, Dr. Grossman led the historic and unprecedented initiative of providing tuition-free medical education for all current and future students in its MD program. Dr. Grossman was the driving force, make no mistake about it, for the creation of the NYU Long Island School of Medicine, a partnership between NYU and NYU Langone Health, offering full tuition scholarships as well, with an accelerated 3-year curriculum exclusively devoted to training primary care physicians. This is Dr. Grossman's vision of who we to be, and we are proud to be fulfilling that mission for him and with him. Recently, Dr. Grossman's pivotal leadership at NYU Langone was chronicled in a wonderful book by William Hazeltine called World Class, A Story of Adversity, Transformation, and Success at NYU Health. Dr. Grossman is board certified in radiology and has published numerous publications, as well as a book, Neuroradiology, The Prerequisites, and 300 other publications. So it gives me great pleasure to present Dr. Robert Grossman, who will come to you via satellite and remote, and invite him to declare the white coat ceremony address to the class of 2023.
Good morning. This is a perfect time to start a career in medicine. I'm not kidding. The need for excellent medical care, particularly focused on primary care, has never been greater. And our understanding of disease is advancing at lightning speed. For all the daunting challenges our country faces, that combination makes this juncture extraordinarily exciting. Need and excitement are critical to having a rewarding professional career. Let me start by highlighting an essential step in your professional journey: recognizing your aptitude. Admission to this medical school signifies that you have the capacity to create a legacy of significant accomplishment. There are other factors to keep in mind as you embark on this great adventure. Medical school is not easy. In fact, it is challenging intellectually and emotionally, and at times can be quite strenuous. You must learn a new language, the language of medicine, and assimilate a voluminous fact base. As you move up the ladder, you will continuously encounter steep new learning curves. To succeed requires an understanding of diseases and their treatments, and that in turn necessitates respect for and knowledge of basic science. The bedside is where knowledge and art interface, taking a history, listening to the patient, doing a physical examination, and interpreting laboratory results. All of this looks easier than it is. There are no shortcuts. You have to tackle the material and learn with depth. That means working as hard as you can. Medicine is about lifelong learning. The enormous quantity of information involved can bring with it an insecurity of not knowing everything. Embrace that insecurity. It means that you are intelligent. Wisdom is acknowledging what you don't know. It is also about asking for help. Do not be afraid to ask questions or say you don't understand. The path to becoming a physician is not linear. At times, you may get discouraged and unhappy. If you experience these issues, we are there for you. It's normal and everyone has been there. Role models and mentors are significant. Look for them, emulate their positive characteristics, and then become one yourself. Nothing solidifies knowledge more effectively than having a chance to teach. Become a teacher. Time flies, and before you blink, you will have finished your 3-year training. That is why you want to seize every moment. Embellish your learning by taking every opportunity to participate in clinical research or enriched training. Experience makes you better. Have an open mind. Rotations or coursework that you may view as superfluous often turn out to be more important than you thought. Indeed, everything is important. At this precarious time, we are united in our desire to end health disparities and provide quality care to all. Our goal is health equity associated with excellent outcomes. Your goal is to be the very best physician you can be, empathetic, knowledgeable, and available. Always remember that a tuition-free education was made possible by donors who believe that creating first-rate primary care doctors is critical to quality healthcare in our country. Your obligation is to prove worthy of their generosity. You are entering a principled and respected profession. Professionalism is about competence, communication, ethical and compassionate conduct, and fulfilling your responsibilities as a physician. Those behaviors apply not only to how you treat your patients, but also to interactions with your colleagues, teachers, and friends. I want to emphasize that unprofessional behavior, including racism, harassment, bullying, and intimidation, have no place in our ecosystem. Lastly, I want to say to aim high. Do not fear failure. Rather, set your aspirations far beyond mundane goals. Unbelievable things are happening today. Just think. Even in the recent past, it could take more than 10 years to fully develop a vaccine. With COVID, we may have one within a year or two of the infection's onset. And this new vaccine may be a truly synthetic mRNA fabrication based on insights into viral replication that earned a Nobel Prize when I was in your seat. Pretty amazing. So this truly is the perfect time to start a career in medicine. Enjoy the journey. Here's to great success. Congratulations and best wishes.
Thank you, Dr. Grossman, for that inspiring address to our medical students, our future doctors. It is now the moment that we have been waiting for, the donning of the white coats. We are truly delighted to share this special event with our students and their family and friends and the entire Winthrop community, faculty, and deans. We will now proceed with the donning of the white coats. Students, a white coat is presented to you from NYU Winthrop Hospital, and a stethoscope has been gifted to you by generous donation of the NYU Winthrop medical staff. Wear them proudly. I invite Dr. Nicholas Barberi, Associate Dean for Students and Diversity, to present the class of 2023, and under his direction, proceed with the ceremony.
Thank you, Dr. Ayala. And good morning, everybody. I want to give you a little bit of history about the white coat ceremony. The Gold Foundation established the white coat ceremony back in 1993 at Columbia University College of Physicians and Surgeons. This iconic ritual provides important emphasis on compassionate, collaborative, scientifically excellent care from the very first year of your medical training. At that time, Dr. Arnold Gold was a professor of clinical neurology and a professor of pediatrics at Columbia. He noted that the traditional way of the medical students reciting the Hippocratic Oath at graduation at the end of medical school came 4 years too late. So the Gold Humanism Society instituted the white coat ceremony, which emphasizes humanism, and it is initiated at the beginning of medical school. Today, white coat ceremony or a similar ritual occurs at almost every accredited medical school across the United States and in 19 countries across the world, as well as 310 nursing schools. In addition to the white coat today, you will be receiving a lapel pin from the Gold Foundation with the words on the pin, quote, "Keeping healthcare human." This is to remind you as medical students to always treat patients with dignity and respect. As you get ready to go up and don your white coats, please remember the journey it took for you to be here. All your hard work, reflect on your hard work, reflect on your journey, and please enjoy. This is your moment. First is Amena Abbasi. Amena Abbasi is from Brooklyn, New York. She graduated the City University of New York, Brooklyn College, majoring in biology. Her plan after completion of medical school is to specialize in obstetrics and gynecology. Carly Alterman. Carly is from South Salem, New York. She graduated the Washington University at St. Louis, majoring in International Area Studies, Global Cultural Focus. Her plan upon completion of NYU LISOM is internal medicine. Thoasin Bari. Thoasin comes from Woodside, New York. He is a graduate of Columbia University, where he majored in art history. He plans to pursue pediatrics. Jessica Begay. Jessica is from New York, New York. She graduated Brown University, where she majored in psychology. She plans to pursue pediatrics in her future. Harika Chalasani. Harika is from Leesburg, Virginia. She graduated the University of Pittsburgh, where she majored in biomedical engineering. After graduating NYU LISOM, she plans to pursue surgery. JD Chumpu. JD is from Long Beach, California. He graduated the University of California, Irvine, where he majored in nursing science and also pursued a graduate degree in school psychology. He plans to pursue pediatrics upon graduation. Austin Drueck. Austin is from Golden, Colorado. He completed his degree at Westmont College, where he majored in biology. He plans to pursue internal medicine upon graduation. Leanne Emerson. Leanne is from East Brunswick, New Jersey. She graduated Duke University with a major in biology, global health. She plans to pursue internal medicine as a specialty. Connor Gray. Connor is from Comac, New York. He graduated Boston College with a degree in biology. He will pursue internal medicine upon graduation. Abigail Jacobs. Abigail is from Cabazas, California. She graduated the University of Wisconsin, Madison, where she majored in biochemistry. She plans to pursue internal medicine. Anna J. Singh. Anna is from Swampscott, Massachusetts. She graduated Harvard University, where she majored in economics. She plans to pursue obstetrics and gynecology. Esther Cole. Esther is from Muncie, New York. She graduated the City University of New York, the City College, majoring in biotechnology. She plans to pursue pediatrics. Sylvia Lin. Sylvia originates from Korea. She graduated Cornell University, where she majored in human biology, health, and society. She plans to pursue internal medicine. Annie Lian. Annie is from Livingston, New Jersey. She graduated Johns Hopkins University, where she majored in public health and natural sciences. She plans to pursue internal medicine. Next is Annie Lynn. Annie Lynn is from Queens, New York. She graduated New York University, where she majored in biology. She plans to pursue internal medicine. Santiago Luis. Santiago was born in Cuba. He completed his degree at the University of Central Florida, where he majored in biology. He plans to pursue internal medicine. Kenneth Mazarol. Kenneth is from Dix Hills, New York. He graduated the State University of New York at Stony Brook, where he majored in biology. He plans to pursue surgery. Nabila Nishat. Nabila is from Jamaica, New York. She graduated Fordham University, where she majored in biology. She plans to pursue internal medicine upon graduation. Maxwell Oberlander. Maxwell is from Minneapolis, Minnesota. He graduated Tulane University, where he majored in political science, social policy, and practice. He plans to pursue pediatrics upon graduation. Celine Ocal. Celine is from Cliffside Park, New Jersey. She graduated Duke University, where she majored in biology. She plans to pursue internal medicine upon graduation. Moise Romano. Moise is from Hastings-on-Hudson, New York. He graduated the University of Maryland, where he majored in biology. He plans to pursue pediatrics upon graduation. Saqib Safi. Saqib is from East Elmhurst in New York. He graduated New York University, where he majored in biochemistry. Saqib plans to pursue internal medicine upon graduation. Elena Sheikh. Elena is from Dix Hills, Long Island. She graduated Adelphi University, where she completed a degree in biology. She plans to pursue pediatrics upon graduation. Mustafa Touré. Mustafa is from the Bronx, New York. He completed his degree at the City University of New York, the City College, majoring in biology. He plans to pursue internal medicine upon graduation. Please join me in a big congratulations to the members of the class of 2023.
Thank you, Dr. Barberi. I will now ask Dr. Amy Rapkowitz, Chair of Pathology and Associate Dean for Medical Education, to lead the class of 2023 in reciting the medical student oath.
Thank you, Gladys. The following oath was adapted from a similar medical student oath respecting the Long Island School of Medicine mission and vision for our medical students who will be our future physicians. Now I ask the members of the class of 2023 to stand and recite their medical student oath together. Okay. I pledge before my peers, teachers, medical community, we should all recite it together. Pledge before my peers, teachers, medical community, and family that I will be loyal to the ideals of the study and practice of medicine. I will learn and practice my art with honor. I will always act in new fields, working to create a culture that encourages individual and collective success. I will remain humble, take ownership of my actions, acknowledge my mistake and limitations, and seek guidance from my mentors. I will appreciate the complexity, diversity, and needs of each individual and will exercise empathy, compassion, and patience. I will recognize my biases and treat all lives with equal dignity and respect. I will treat all patients with compassion, empathy, and dignity so their identities and autonomy are respected. I will always use my skills and knowledge for good. I will care myself and my classmates through the challenges ahead and lead by example for my patients and peers. I am honored to be taught by my patients, teachers, and peers. I will embody my nationalism and pledge to positively represent NYU Long Island School of Medicine, the community, and beyond. Donning this white coat, accept my privileges and responsibilities, science, practice of medicine. Thank you. Let's have a round of applause for the class of 2023.
Be seated. Thank you, Dr. Rapkowitz, and congratulations to the class of 2023. Welcome to this wonderful profession. Wear your white coats with dignity and humility. Let's give them another round of applause. I will now like to introduce Dr. Stephen Carsons, Senior Associate Dean for Translational Science Integration, who will provide us with closing remarks.
Congratulations, class of 2023. Today is the first step of what will be many over the next 3 years as you enter our noble profession. And there is probably no less prominent symbol of that profession than these white coats that we're wearing. To our patients, white coat will symbolize knowledge, competence, and compassion. It also symbolizes the spirit of scientific inquiry. Our school takes pride in integrating basic science, clinical science, and health system science, including population health and epidemiology, in your training. Particularly now, in this challenging time, there's a tremendous opportunity for you to learn and utilize all of these disciplines to further our patients' health, the population's health during this pandemic, in the practice of primary care medicine. It is my earnest hope and our earnest hope that you will succeed to the best of your abilities in all of these disciplines, and we're certain of your success, and we will be here every step of the way with you. Again, my congratulations, and on behalf of the deans, faculty, administration, parents, guests, and students, the second NYU Long Island School of Medicine White Coat Ceremony has now concluded. Congratulations.
Now we can all relax.